takes the time to help her students.
Okay. How does she help students believe they can succeed in math?
She shows them the areas that they need help.
She always pushes us to like try harder. Like she doesn't just give up just because we don't understand. So she has us take pre-assessments to like we do our own self-score and we circle what we think we understand and stuff. And then after we take the actual like unit test, our grades really improve from the pre-assessment. The stuff that motivates us to work hard in her class is that she has a good attitude with us and she has like rewards and stuff for us sometimes. Like she'll give us bonus points if we score like really well on something, and she sometimes brings us treats and stuff.
How have the I-rated race or ACAP workshops helped students feel more confident?
The ACAT workshops have helped me feel more confident because I used to just score threes on the ACAP, but ever since then, after we took the practice ACAP and after the ACAP workshop, I learned that I was only 2 questions away from making a 4 on the math ACAP, and it really helped help me improve.
So the first one would be, how would you describe Miss Jordan as a teacher?
Fun, fun to be around, and like I feel like she's the best teacher, the best math teacher I've had.
What makes her classroom different from other classrooms you taken?
It's like you feel like comfortable in there, and you like feel comfortable answering questions.
Okay, great. So how does she help you understand your strengths and your areas you need to improve?
Well, those pre-assessment tests, some things I get really good grades on, but the others I'm not so good on. One of the things that I am not good at, she's helped me actually like really understand it and a way to find out the answer.
So what motivates students to work hard in her class?
Mainly the fact that she always gives us second chances. She always helps us whenever we need it. So it helps us with our confidence because we know we can try again.
What is something Ms. Jordan has taught you that you will remember in the future?
Probably that there's always someone else to help when everything is feeling down.
All right, thank you, Ms. Jordan. Okay, what makes her classroom different from other classes you have taken already?
Really, it's just like how most teachers do everything on Chromebooks, but if you don't understand, she'll like do you individually from everybody else and pull you aside to give you like extra help. I would say she's very kind, hands-on, enthusiastic about helping kids.
Hey, so I am Molly Jordan, and I am a teacher here at Litchfield Middle School. And I've been nominated for an Excellence in Education Award here from the Etowah County Chamber of Commerce. So I guess this is kind of like a video of who I am and why I became a teacher. So I have been teaching 18 years, 16 of those in the state of Alabama. I am also I have my admin coursework done to be an administrator, and then I am also a teacher leader with my EDS from Jacksonville State University, and I teach at Jacksonville State University on 2 nights a week, teaching future teachers how to teach math. And so one of the recommendations was that I talk about having the heart of an educator. So I grew up being a daughter of 2 educators. My mother was a K-12 librarian as I was growing up, and my father was a college professor at Gadsden State. I always had a connection to others in the classroom. One of my earliest moments was growing up and being in education was one of the things that I kind of looked at it and thought, well, this is my backup plan. And those 37 kids have been told in their own minds, maybe at home, maybe in the schoolroom, but they've been told that a 1 is not good. Think about the difference that is for a kid as an 8th grade, leaving a small middle school, going to a large high school, and they're no longer a 1. They're a 2. And now they start thinking, well, if I'm a 2, I bet I can be a 3. And if I can be a 3, then I might could be a 4. And some of them might be okay with just being a 2 and just being, hey, I'm not at the bottom. Because kids keep score. Kids know where they're at. They might not admit it. They might not want you to ever mention it, but they know. And we have to start treating kids with some dignity. Their test score does not say exactly who they are. It is one tiny piece of that puzzle. So one of the things you have to do as an educator is you got to take those kids. You've got to build them up and say, hey, look, you're doing that great. Hey, you're picking that up. That's great. Keep it up. And you got to coach them. And you got to have that coaching mentality. Nobody wants to sit here and hear Charlie Brown's teacher teach them how to solve systems of equations. Flat out, they're going to be like, wah, 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 wah. I see no difference. Every child that comes in my door deserves the very best Miss Jordan I can put forth, the very best teaching I can do every single minute of my class. And no one will ever understand that until they truly have the heart of an educator. Because there's just nothing better than watching a kid learn, believing in a kid, and making them believe in themselves.